Hi guys! So today I'm going to show you how to sew this phone case. You'll need two different fabrics for this phone case. For the inside I chose this dark grey jersey fabric, which I also used for the smaller parts on the outside, and for the outside I also used this green zigzag fabric. Since this tutorial is for all phones, you now have to go ahead and measure your phone. And if you're using a phone cover, measure the phone with the phone cover, because believe me, it can make a huge difference. For the inside, the length of the fabric should be twice the length of your phone, and the width of the fabric should be the width of your phone plus the height of your phone. And then add 1 centimeter of sewing allowance on all 4 sides. For the outside you need 3 pieces of fabric, 2 smaller ones that are the same size for the top of the phone case and 1 larger piece. And I think it looks the best if the fabric of the small pieces from the outside and the fabric of the inside are the same. The 3 pieces together have to have the same size as the fabric for the inside. The proportion doesn't really matter, but the size has to be identical. And then you have to add sewing allowance on all 4 sides on all 3 pieces. Now, because my green fabric was rather thin, I decided to use some interlining for this part, but if you have thick fabric you don't need that. And you also of course need some thread and pins. Place the 2 grey small pieces on the green fabric with right sides together. Then pin them together and sew along the edges. Now press the sewing allowance so that it is facing outwards. Then top stitch the grey fabric. This way we make sure that the sewing allowance we just press stays in place, and it also just looks pretty. You want the stitch to be close to the edge where the 2 fabrics meet. For that I changed the position of the needle from the middle to the left. And then I placed the edge of the 2 pieces in the middle of the foot. That way you can just follow the line, which makes it really easy. And then of course repeat the step on the other side as well. If you're using interlining, attach it to the fabric according to the instructions. And again, if you have rather thick fabric, you can skip this step. Now place the fabric for the inside on the fabric for the outside with right sides together. Pin the 2 short edges and sew them together. Now unfold the 2 pieces and fold it so that the 2 seams we just made are laying exactly on top of each other. Pin the 2 long edges together and make sure that not only those 2 seams are exactly on top of each other, but also the 2 edges where the green and the grey fabric meet. Then sew together along the 2 edges, but leave a gap open so you can turn the right sides out later on. After that, cut off the excess sewing allowance and turn the right side out. The last step now is to sew together the gap that we left open before. And then the only thing left to do is to place the grey like in a pocket into the outer green pocket, and you're finished!